What it do, everybody? You already know what it is. It's your boy Ty G back in the building with another video. Just want to say, first off, prayers to anybody who's watching this. Like, comment, and subscribe. Come on now, you know we dropping them gems. We're going to get straight into the topic today, which is comfort kills innovation. And you may be, what does that mean? Comfort, the comfort that you have, the comfort of your home, the comfort of your job, the comfort of whatever stability or things that you're relying on is keeping you from reaching that next level of yourself that we're always trying to seek. Because when you're comfortable, you're okay with where you're at. You're never looking for something new. And a great example is relationships. Think about it this way. You always see people who get into relationships with another, whether, it's in the start or in the middle or the latter years of the relationship. You see people who get into a relationship and they may gain weight. They may stop taking care of themselves in the same way, whether that's mentally, physically, spiritually. They may depend on the other person more because they're comfortable in that relationship. They were comfortable in where they're at in that moment in the relationship, that they now have given up and have stopped trying to reach the next level that they were working towards before they were in a relationship. And you realize that that's one of the biggest examples we can use, because people will get in a relationship with someone else and they'll say, well, I don't have to work on this anymore because I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with this person. I can let go of myself physically. I can let go of myself mentally. I can let go of myself spiritually and put all the burden on them because I'm comfortable with them now. And not that it's a bad thing, but it's bad when you allow it to keep you from reaching that next level. And for so many of us, we don't even realize it until time keeps ticking on, and then it passes by. And you're saying, oh, I'm comfortable in this job. Let's say you work a job for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years go by. They give you a 1%, 2% raise every year. And you're okay with that. And the more that you're okay with that, that just shows how comfortable you are. You're comfortable with the job security. You're comfortable with not asking or working towards getting more money, or even working on a endeavor that will make you more money, even a business that'll make you more money. You're comfortable with the same drive, the same people, the same atmosphere. You're comfortable with it, and you're not striving to reach another level. Comfort kills innovation. You're never going to look for something new when you're comfortable. You're never going to look for something new when you're comfortable. Because, oh, I know this, I know what I get out of it, I know what the return is, and I know what I have to perform and how I have to perform to keep this level of comfort okay. Think about it. When you go to work, you make money so you can have a comfortable life. You pay to have lights, you pay to have roof, you pay to have clothes, you pay to have everything you need to live a certain life. And there's always going to be people who are always looking to put themselves in an uncomfortable position. And when you put yourself in an uncomfortable position and learn to be comfortable with that, you're going to continue to grow. You who's watching this, that's what you need to do. Put yourself in an uncomfortable position. I have. And many others before me have. And look where it's got them. Let's say you're good at basketball. You're good at baseball. You're good at music. You're good at all these different things. Why not try something new? Why not try football? Why not try a combat sport? Why not try running? There's many different things that you can put yourself in, so then you're able to break that comfort level. Maybe you hate running. You hate it, but you're really good at video games. Okay, because you're really good at video games, does that not mean that you can get good at running? Of course you can, so put that same work into running. Build some innovation, innovate the person you are. Okay, the previous version of you never liked running. Okay, I'm gonna start running now. Start running a mile. Then before you know it, you're running a 5K, 5 miles, 8 miles, 10 miles, half marathon, and so on. And then 2 years later down the road, this would be a thought process you had. I never would have thought I would have ran a marathon. But guess what you did? You innovated yourself. You rebranded yourself. And that comfort that you once were seeking is no longer the same because you said, I'm going to put myself in an uncomfortable position. And you have to understand how important this is going forward, because when you get comfortable, and if you have kids, you have a family, they see how you're comfortable and you're okay with this, they're going to see this. They're going to practice what you preach, how you live, because you're a prime example for them. You are the role model that is going to be around them day in and day out. So understand what's needed from you. Break free from that comfort. Break free from saying, I like this, this is normal, I'm okay with this, and go, I don't like this, I need to continue to work at this, I need to learn new skills, I need to learn new tasks, I need to put forth a new foot and step day in and day out further to progress. Comfort kills innovation. Just know that. There's nothing new that comes from being comfortable. And for so many of us, we don't realize it until it's too late. I got so comfortable in that relationship. Years go by, we break up. You gain 20, 30 pounds. Now you're working all this time to lose that weight because you got too comfortable. I got so comfortable at my job. Now, all of a sudden, 5, 10 years down the road, they're letting me go. Because I got comfortable. This is where I felt safe. I was okay with it. I didn't want to strive for anything else. I didn't want to strive for the next level, maybe in that company. I didn't want to strive on the next level, maybe looking for another job or even working on a business for myself. I didn't want to strive for that. I didn't want to put myself in an uncomfortable position. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? It's not what you want to do. It's about what you have to do. What you have to do. There's people who you see who may have a better standard of living. They may have a better life, and that what you want, but because you're not putting yourself in an uncomfortable position, you're not going to get there. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Everyone could do it. But putting yourself in an uncomfortable position is not fun. It's like when you turn on a shower and the water is real cold at first and everybody shivers up. But there are certain people who could stand through it until it gets warm, until you get to that nice warm temperature, that nice hot temperature. But you could withstand the cold first, right? And then you have those people who may turn on the shower and wait for it to get warm. They wait for that comfort. But what do you do? What do you do? You who's watching this, yes, I'm talking to you. What are you willing to do? Steps that I may take. I could run. I love running. I could run 8 miles in under an hour, 5 miles in 30 minutes. No issue. I'm not good at basketball, so what have I been doing? I've been working on my basketball. I've been going to the park, working on some dribbling, getting my shots up, running some sprints, full court layups. Yeah, I'm not the best at it. So what? I'm uncomfortable when I do it. I may look funny because I'm not the best, but I'm still going to work towards it. It's little things like that. Man, I didn't like reading. But guess what? Now you'll catch me reading multiple books. I'll be in my Bible. I'll be in books talking about the psychology of money. I'll be in the books talking about the government. And I spend time learning this stuff and putting myself in an uncomfortable position because it'll just make me reach that much farther in the next level of where I want to be. But where do you want to be? You may say, oh, I have a nice comfortable life. I work these set hours. I get this set pay. I get this little raise. And I have my couple days to myself. And if you're okay with that, that's fine. But don't complain about it when later down the road, something bad happens because you were willing to accept comfort instead of uncomfortability. You were willing to accept comfort instead of progress. You were willing to accept comfort instead of reaching that next level of success that you've always talked about, that you've always envisioned. Because it's not going to be easy. No one said it's going to be easy. Because if it was, everyone would do it. You have people who come home after work and instead of going to the gym, they lay on their couch. They may eat that junk food. They may not do much. You have people who come home from work and they do go to the gym. You have people who come home from work and they may read that book. They may start that business plan. You have people who come home from work and may pick up their kids and still go to the gym. They may set a great example from others around them or for others around them. And you might not be. Because of what reason? Because you're comfortable. You are comfortable. And there's going to be something really bad that happens to you that's going to make you feel even more uncomfortable, and you're not prepared because you haven't put yourself in an uncomfortable position. So it's just going to weigh you down more than you ever thought. And you're going to be fighting a battle that you're not ready to fight. And man, I'm not going to sit here and try to force you to do it. You have to want to do it. You have to want to put yourself in an uncomfortable position. How do you think all CEOs or all entrepreneurs, they may have started their business, they put themselves in an uncomfortable position? First, they got up in a group full of investors and pitched their idea. Maybe even to family members, friends, peers, pitch their idea so people would give them money. People can believe in it. You had to get up in front of a group of people and speak to them and say, here's my idea. Here's how I want to provide value. Here's this service. Here's this product where we will exchange for money. And some people may not be comfortable with speaking in front of others, but guess what? You had to put yourself in an uncomfortable position to get that business started. How would you get yourself in front of new clients? You have to put yourself in an uncomfortable position to provide them value. You see, there's something that they may need help with, and you have the value to provide to them. You have the product to provide to them to get them where they need to be. And it's not going to be an overnight process until you start with little things. Take a cold shower. Take a cold shower. Yeah, it's gonna suck at first, but guess what? You'll get used to it. That little bit of uncomfortability in the morning, okay, you'll learn about it. You'll learn from it. Okay, I took a cold shower for a week straight. You know what? Maybe I'll try doing 20 push-ups in the morning, 30 push-ups in the morning. Okay, cool. After work, I'm gonna go walk a mile and a half. Okay, great. Still taking my cold shower, getting myself being used to being uncomfortable. Okay, after walking a mile from work, I'm gonna make sure I make myself a good meal, and I'll prepare my lunch for tomorrow. So I know I'm not gonna eat that garbage that they got there. I'm not gonna be tempted to eat any candy or eat any junk food while I'm there. I'll make sure I'm putting myself in an uncomfortable position by staying up or making my lunch earlier so I don't have a comfortable position eating junk food, eating candy tomorrow. And for you who's watching this, yes, you know what uncomfortable position you can put yourself in to make it that much farther, to gain that much more progress. Because, it's going to feel so nice when you keep yourself in that uncomfortable position. And then, okay, I got some time to be comfortable. I got some time to be comfortable. Oh, that's nice. All right, cool. What's next? I got good at running, ran a half marathon, run a marathon. All right, let's start swimming. Let's do a triathlon. I got good at basketball. Okay, let's start boxing. Let me go learn some self-defense. Let me learn some MMA. Let me learn some grappling. I'm good at boxing. Let me go learn some grappling. There's no reason for you to focus on being comfortable instead of uncomfortable when there's more to learn from things that you don't know and things that you do not know how to do than things that you do know. Man, at the end of the day, what are we talking about? Comfort kills innovation. See kills the eye, and you cannot see without the eye. So remember that. Comfort will kill your innovation. And without innovation, you can't see. You will not see a future. You will be stuck in the same spot. Alright, man. Thanks for tapping in. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We already know what it is. It's Ty G. We out.